think the first thing I want to do is congratulate Indiana University for coming in here and getting it done. Plain and simple, it was a great display of baseball. They did everything that they needed to do to be successful, and I tip my hat to them.
Questions for coach and players?
I wasn't through. I'd also like to say to the team how much I appreciate the way they conducted themselves all year long, from what they did in the classroom to what they did on the field. Great leadership of Scotty, Seth, Gonzo was extremely encouraging to all of us Seminoles. Now I'm through.
11, it's always painful the last day of the season, when you lose, but it seems like this team really sticks out to you. Like this is one of your favorite teams that you coach.
No question it was, Corey, when you look at the situations that we were faced with this year. And yet, even going into the bottom of the ninth inning, top of the ninth inning, I knew it was going to be a tough weekend. I won the coin flip. If we'd have won today, we were going to be home team tomorrow. It's the first coin flip I've won since Hitler was a corporal. And I finally win one, but it doesn't get to there. But you know, looking at the season, it was just a real credit to the way our guys battled. And as I was alluding to, top of the ninth inning, and we're still battling. Down 6, and we're still fighting. We're one hitter away from getting the tie and run to the plate. And of course, DJ hits a bullet to the left fielder to end it. It was a fun year for all of our coaches.
Scott, I know you're usually on. What
I just missed some spots that they took advantage of. They're a good hitting team. That's all I'm going to say.
Mike, you left 27 runners on in 2 games.
It's funny how you sit over there and you just say, somebody pick us up. But you got to credit them for making pitches when they needed to make them. There again, it's just part of the game. It makes it interesting every night. We, of course, had good at-bats to position ourselves to get to this situation of having chances. But as I said, sometimes things just don't go your way.
Mike, it seemed like every time you guys are tied in both games, every time you tied or come back and take the lead, it seemed like they were always able to push back. I mean, what do you?
Yeah, a very good analogy. I was thinking the same thing. As soon as we tied it, they hit the 2-run homer. We never seemed to get a lead in which we could add to. I think we led one time in 2 games. Did we lose a series here this year? I didn't think we did, but well, you just tip your hat to that bunch. They came in here poised. They got it done.
DJ, how frustrating was that? You guys got running on base all day, the last 2 days, and just didn't seem to be able to get that big bases clearing hit.
It's very frustrating. You go up there working every at bat, every pitch, and we just couldn't come up with the key hit when we needed it.
11, on the bright side, I mean, coming into the season, we knew how young this team was. There were different expectations all around. Talk about the future. I mean, you have a team of a group of young guys that made it this far. Talk about the future moving forward.
Well, it's very hard when the draft just ended. Hard for me to say I don't know what Steve's going to do. I don't know what Robbie's going to do or Marcus is going to do. Scotty, of course, was drafted too. I know he's not going anywhere because he can't. But I'm just very excited to know that this guy's gonna be in our lineup next year. And hopefully Gonzo comes back. See, we don't know that yet. We feel like he will. Pretty sure that Compton's gonna come back. Hopefully his arm responds well to rehab. We know we got Luke and Brandon back. It's just certainly encouraging, but how encouraging or how discouraging, I won't know until July the 15th.
Scott,
Sorry to, the only way I can answer it.
Scott, I know it's tough probably to put things in perspective right now, but could you talk about this season and what you guys accomplished? Because like Coach said, not a lot of people knew what this team could do this year.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we just did a great job all year. Pitching, hitting, defense, everything just came together. We played together great as a team. And I feel like that's why it's so hard right now.
Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, buddy.
11, that's the best lineup you guys have seen, and you've seen some good ones, but it seems like 1 through
They
7.
were impressive the way they approached the game, their poise. I mean, was that crowd fantastic? And yet, in some instances, it didn't bother them. Some it did. I think that they just had made up their mind a long time ago that if somebody beat them, that team was going to beat them, that they weren't going to beat themselves. And for the majority of the 2 games, that's what I saw.
DJ, that freshman lefty they brought in, he got the save yesterday and then the win today. What made him so effective? He put up, I think, 4 straight zeros.
He did a good job locating all of his pitches. He threw fast. He was throwing mainly fastballs to righties. Off speed, he was throwing curveballs to lefties. But he was just doing a good job of locating them, putting them in good spots where we couldn't really do anything with him. He just did a great job. Came out there, competed, got the job done.
Any more questions?
Scott, what are your thoughts on the career that you had here?
My first 3 years, they're kind of up and down. They had some good times and some bad. And, I'm just glad that I could finally have one consistent year of, doing good. And then, it's just been a great experience here. I mean, couldn't ask for anything more. And I just want to say thanks to all the coaches and all the fans for the support.
Thank you.